Hi everyone. Welcome back to New West Reset. My name is Frankie. Hello. Today we're going to be checking out not only this butter yellow beauty here, but a couple of other strange, peculiar places over yonder there as well. So stick around, be right back. So welcome back, and here we are on the corner of 11th Avenue and 10th Street Southwest in the heart of the Beltline area here in Calgary, Alberta. Just checking out this beautiful old house that's been converted to a wellness center, massage therapy, aromatherapy, acupuncture, you know, where they poke a guy in the spine with needles. It seems like that would cause more pain than alleviate, but that's just me. But it's a beautiful, beautiful house. I love the color, by the way. Yellow for these old houses to me is just the number one choice. So let's zip around the side here. A lot of it is fenced in. I did get permission to go around the front and the one side, but not around this side and the back. But you can see here there's been some repairs done and a smaller window added in. It looks like after the fact, perhaps, and this is just speculation, but perhaps this window here, as you can see, was at one time a larger window that went down into the ground. They pulled it out, put in this smaller window and patched it up. Not entirely sure, but you can definitely see some patchwork there. But other than that, it's in really, really great shape. At first I thought maybe it was a stone foundation, wooden frame home, but now I'm thinking that it's a brick foundation, and I'll show you why here in a sec as we come around to this corner here. This front side of the house is west facing, and this little side down along here is south facing. But right here, see where they've covered this in that what I like to call schmutz? Right there, it's starting to fall away there. You can see here, and there's red brick underneath there. So does that red brick shoot right down into the ground? I don't know, but aha. So not a stone foundation, a red brick foundation, which is also very strange. There's a boarded in window that's really low, and the ground here kind of slopes upward toward the back of the house. So this one's in even worse shape in terms of dirt and moisture infiltration. But the other funny thing is there's a parking lot right here. Excuse the glare. They've had to build a huge retaining wall in here to get the parking lot level. So they've had to hack away in here or build up here, or both maybe, to get this level, build this retaining wall so they could separate the yard from the parking lot along the property line here. But you can see as a result, it's perhaps revealed lower windows that they've tried to board up and smear schmutz to repair. I don't know. It was definitely odd. As we come back, oh, you can see the old electrical there with the old insulators. Ooh. And coming back around to the front here, let's give you a nice shot of this thing up. A nice little dormer coming out of the roof there as well. So it's really well maintained. I did go inside, as I said, to get permission, and it's beautiful on the inside as well. But yeah, so yeah, that's the very, very nice Beltline massage and wellness center, I guess is what it's called. But we're going to now mosey on up to this place right here, which is, I think it's an old pizza joint. It might still be a pizza joint. And there's a couple of old world apartment buildings. Two of them, I think there's two of them that are identical next to each other. So we're going to scoot up here and zip around and have a look at all this stuff too. So bear with me, be right back. Alright, so this place is on the corner of 12th Avenue and 10th Street Southwest. Looks like we got a barber shop in here, and again, it used to be a pizza place in the front. I'm not sure. We'll zip around there in a sec and have a look. But as you can see, the whole place has been covered in stucco, or what I call schmutz. And when they give it this textured effect like this, See how it's all textured like that? When they do that, it's really hard to see any ghosting of any old windows or doors that have been blocked in or boarded in. So all we seem to have in the back, so it does look like perhaps there was something here. I don't know if the camera's picking that up or not, but we've got one lone window up there, and then a light and a vent, and that's about it really, and an air conditioning unit. So not sure, not seeing a lot back here, but let's continue along the side. You get a bit of glare here, sorry about that. It's a beautiful day again today, very sunny. It's about 20 degrees Celsius, which is about 72, 73 Fahrenheit, which isn't bad for about 2 in the afternoon here in Calgary this time of year. On filming this, it's I don't even know what the date is today. I think it's Friday, September the, whatever, doesn't matter. You can see here, we've got some kind of old world details here where it juts out a little bit, so I don't know if there was some sort of architectural details or interesting little tidbits along there that have been removed. Pretty small windows there, but you can see they go in quite deep. It looks like they go in about 6 or 8 inches in. Like the window frame on the inside is quite recessed in. So they've just put these windows on the outside. So perhaps this whole thing was brick and then they just covered it in schmutz. Also, it's chicken wings. Chicken and wings now. Oh, and poutine again. Of course, Canada. Gotta have poutine apparently. Not really a lot to see here except for a side door into the restaurant portion and a window here that's been boarded up. And then it looks like they've added some modern windows up there and a fire escape and all that, of course. So yeah, not much else to see on this one. But I really like these old apartment buildings here. Now these have been renovated a number of times. You can see they've put a beautiful new entranceway in this thing with a buzzer on it and the whole bit. But as far as I know, these have always been apartments, sort of like short-term apartment staying where you can rent an apartment for a month or 2 months or 6 months. So if you were like a traveling salesman back in the day or something like that, or if you're a merchant coming into town to kind of do business, you could stay here for a slightly extended that's really loud, buddy. Slightly extended period of time. But as you can see here, hidden amongst the bushes, really low window there. They've covered it in that textured facade brick. But I don't know if you could see that right in there. The brick just goes shooting right down into the ground right here. So that's very odd and peculiar as well. But now these are now executive suites. So kind of the same idea, but more apartments than a hotel now. It's the furnished and unfurnished studio apartments. Let's take a look down the side here. So yeah, the sides they've covered all in the schmutz. But see how they've sort of... Let's go and have a closer look, because it's kind of interesting. I've never seen this before. Wow, these are really low too. Holy smokes. Then they put gravel in here to help water drainage, kind of get the water to kind of go down and maybe move away from the building instead of pooling around the base of the building. But anyway, see what they've done here is they've rounded this. See, it's sort of rounded or curved here. I've never seen that before. That's really unusual. And those windows go in really deep too. So hard to say. But yeah, all of these windows are just shooting right down. Really low. I mean, not below ground, but they're right at ground level. You can see the ground kind of slopes downward here toward the back of the building. Make our way to the alley here. See if there's anything at the back. No, they're pretty consistent with their schmutz here. Sometimes they leave the back just the old original brick, but no, not here. Although it is funny, you got to go up a couple of steps to get in the back door, but the front door is at ground level. I guess because this slopes downward here. And this is the, it's sort of its twin next door. Slightly different details on it by the looks of it. The back's a little different where they put the door at the side here. And they've got some kind of railing there on this precariously tilted roof along here. It's obviously not a balcony. It's maybe just secure for if somebody's up there, I don't know, window cleaners or something, so they don't fall over and bust their hip. But all along here too, all these windows really low, shooting right down to the ground. Looks like these are more modern windows than the neighbor here. These still have wooden framed windows, whereas these are that vinyl frame. And they didn't curve the schmutz here this time. It's just sort of straight 90-degree angle on it. Similar entrance, similar low window in the front that they've covered with bushes and flowers. Yeah, pretty similar entrance with the wood detail and the glass block. More modern doorway with the buzzer and all that. Even still, really cool looking old place. I think at one point this lower windowsill here wasn't sandstone. It was perhaps, where the brick juts out a little bit, where they've turned the brick lengthways this way and juts out, and then they just covered it in schmutz and paint. It's a pretty cool old place. I can't really see much down this side, but I think it's going to be more of the same. Yeah, more of the same. Really, really low windows. Modern windows, but really low. Not seeing any remnants of any arched windows or anything like that. And when I get home, I'll look up these buildings to see when they were built. My guess is the narrative on these is going to be anywhere from about 1910 to about 1920s-ish. It seems to be sort of the general consensus for the narrative on a lot of these older structures in this neighborhood. Because we've got the old San Alta School right there, which we've looked at in the past, which is a beautiful sandstone school. So I'm assuming that these three buildings here, that restaurant and these two apartment suite buildings, were built roughly around the same time. So yeah, really cool, really neat little set of, 4 cool old buildings, an old house, I think this must have been at one point maybe a businesses on the bottom like it is now, and apartments up top, kind of like it is now, right? And we see that a lot. But then these, as far as I know, were always apartments and suites. So yeah, pretty neat. So I think that's going to seal the deal here today for New West Reset. As always, let me know what you think down below there for me. Just kind of beep, boop, bop it, And until the next one, take care and have a good one. All right, cheers.